One. Hello, people. This is your fully chocolate millionaire, and I'm buzzing in energy because I have another sister from Igobeta Republic, landed brand new in the United States, and she has some news for us. We go broadcast them live like CNN. If you don't like CNN, go see her Al Jazeera. Krobi hunu UTV. Oh, line. My sister, welcome to Chocolate Millionaire.
Thank you, Choco. But that's it.
Today we say we no go show your name. So your name be mining woman. You be mining woman.
You know.
Hey, where the mining, we get two types. We get a galamsey one where we get a legal one where it be legit. Your own it be galamsey mining or it be legal mining.
It be legal, Papa. It be legal. It be legal, Papa. Really do.
Legal mining.
Yeah.
Madam, I can see your camera is operating like a drone, giving us a live shot right there. Tell me, what are we seeing right there?
I just want to motivate people. Choco. But let me share microphone cry. This is my ride. And in fact, I've been here for just 2 months. And then I pulled this through just this weekend. And I just want to motivate somebody that is doable. It is not rocket science. It is doable.
Wow. You moved to which country 2 months ago?
I moved from Ghana in August. And then today is exactly 2 months that I landed here. See Hanum say from the airport.
2 months.
Any 2 months. Yeah. And any 2 months I'm free Kotoka. And I landed here.
Yesterday was exactly 2 months since you left Accra through Kotoka International Airport in Ghana and landed in the US.
Yeah.
And when you were coming, did you come with this car from Ghana?
Hey, Medediaba.
Maybe you pay for shipping.
How? Hey. When my fan were high. Even
is it a rental car or what? Is it a rental car or a friend's car?
There be. Me bedje ya crown pono. Ya can say minji plating po enti esi hampo min tumpo.
The car doesn't even have a plate.
It doesn't have a plate.
If the money you don't get to buy the plate or somebody one way they do selfie by somebody's car.
No. This you see system the year Juma.
If the system is working, everything is on point, eh?
It's on point. And o plate document in the bus system ni mu a no akọ ya print you plate amount na dia bo echi.
No, they are boichi, then you take them and put them back, then you
That's it.
It is so. Your car don't be small car.
Hey, yeah. We cry 2 months so imagine the aka.
So 2 months where you feel launched this there, it means if we give you 3 years, if you don't trap your apartment, you go buy.
Me come
Allah. My sister, I like your spirit. 2 months already in the US.
It's doable.
And that is all right. I beg, if you don't mind me ask, I beg, how much you buy this baby for?
Hey, 4K, 4,000.
$4,000.
4,000. Oh, we are sure says by now. I started the times the and the boy.
$4,000. The baby they look cute too, white suit, clean.
I tell you.
It is so. Good. Is this your first car ever in your life, or this is just your first car in the US your whole life?
No, this is my first car in US.
In the US?
In US, yeah.
All right. But definitely not your last.
Oh, not 2 months. Yeah, you say near. I hear car near. The best son alive. It is so.
Now, somebody could be asking right now, But you come 2 months ago, just this August. Where did she get the money from? Did she come with the money from Ghana, or there's something it's not lining up? If you can just give us a gist, even if you are not going to go into details, a gist of how you made this happen. 2 months.
This whole traveling thing, Choco. If you succeed that, it's how you plan it. And failing to plan well, no, it's like you have failed in advance in coming. And one thing I was always picking from your videos was game plan. Game plan, they say.
What's your game plan?
That's your game plan. And see, game plan and then you know we can hold Benya Misika. Ghana Sika, all the 5 times 11, no say 13. All the times here, and that hot, minia, and that hot. But you buy and who's a system near Juma. Nti nneɛma bi sei no yɛbɛtumi atɔ ɛsaa deɛ apeska yɛho koraa bɛsa ahenhaa no matter the form you take, you can afford this car, live okay, and even get money out of it. Choco, make a choice and me loan or Ghana.
You took a loan from Ghana. So the video I did 3 days ago saying that those who have the right game plan, a loan can make sense. Okay, go ahead. You took a loan from Ghana.
Me say what to see a G loan na kwajibio. Me say
what to say a G loan na kwajibio? Okay.
Kwajibi. Befa bra. Ba me dia ne say me kra loan no senka me jimpo na me de buy kra nka. Enka me je no na me sa de koto car o Ghana.
You took the loan in Ghana and used it to buy a car in Ghana. Okay.
Me say Choco na se wo bosia no kwa meneme. Minimum. Timi bedru hana me hwe ha system no. Na Ghana kura wo bosia yaje. Nanti say ha. Top. Me say just a man to see my baby. Because the system is there. In fact, the system leverages on credit. So why not? Inti we enya misika. In fact, enya misika jina hai kra mi wura mu hai. Ya me wura US hai. Loan be jina mu ha. Loan na me jina mu ha.
No.
Inti me ba na minishio.
Okay. Now, if you can speak some of what you said in English, so that people in Southern Africa, East Africa, and so can get a bit of it, because they are also in the spirit. If you're watching from East Africa, make sure you are hitting the smash the like button, drop your emojis there. Make sure you're subscribing for more of this so you don't miss this. Some of these stories that people share, which is real life experience of other people, they are meant to uplift you and show you how you can also have your game plan all line up. All right. Thank you so much for those of you who are dropping the likes and stuff that I see all of you doing that right now. God bless you for doing that. My sister, so you took a loan from Ghana, but unfortunately you didn't use it to travel to.
That one was, I needed a car, the kind of car I needed. It was so expensive, I couldn't afford upfront payment. So I took a loan, added it to it and got the car, thinking I'll be able to pay it. Now the haircut system came in. The system got destroyed. A loan that was worth like 20% now was moving around 45, 49. So almost doubled. And then my repayment term, that was like 5 years, now moved to about 13 years.
Wow, in Ghana?
Yes, in Ghana. My personal experience. So it was frustrating. Very frustrating. Then I realized the system is not working.
Okay.
So it's better to advise ourselves. So me coming here with the loan, it's something I even see it as a beneficial, because if even in Ghana with higher interest rate. We were going in all heartedly to pick it up. I think if I'm here in US and there is such a system with lowest percentage to get it, and there are several jobs that you can use this car for to earn income, I think I will go in all out for it.
So
All
you
out.
didn't buy this car because you want to do selfies on Instagram and do stuff on TikTok with it and post with it. You bought it for a game. You have a game plan for
In
this
fact,
car as well.
exactly.
The car is
I
going to
had a
breed
game plan.
babies of money for you.
Can you come again?
The car is going to breed money like babies for you, right?
Exactly. So it was part of the game plan to use it for delivery services.
Delivery services.
Exactly.
Okay.
And here the Uber system, it's quite. I mean, the system works for Uber. So if you want to use it officially for Uber, you're gonna have issues. But at least you have friends who want to go on tour, summer breaks, and other stuff. You can take them along and charge them and all those kind of stuff. So it's.
You were a hustler.
Oh, Charlie Massa.
It looks like you understand the US system already.
Hey, now person about crony moons, yeah, share, Massa.
Oh, my sister, now let's go back to Ghana. I know we're still going to be watching this car right there. $4,000. She got it. She's been in US for 2 months now. And she said she leveraged on a loan system there to acquire this car. You might be wondering, I know you have a lot of questions. I have a lot of questions too. So let's go on this journey. Now, let's talk about the loan here. What interest rate are we talking about for the loan that allowed you to acquire this car? What interest rate?
Okay, so me loan the loan is the best school. In fact, you need funding, you need SCA, so we took a loan for school. Okay. Now loan nesika na, in fact, the loan money no choco. Plans are ne wo loan ne hono. Me come through. Se me nyapa di anka me plans in me sananka. So the plan was get a car from it. But even aside that, the loan, the plan that was also on the loan was to boost my account system, my account, so that I will see huge money in my account and then I can leverage on and then use it to get documentations and other things right. In terms of statements and other stuff. So the plan on the loan was very strategic. You get it? So after getting the loan, then we were like, okay, after using the statement to do whatever I wanted to do, it was time to spend the money. So I got this car, spend the money, and this car to bring in money.
The car is going to bring in more money.
Exactly. So that was the plan. Because seriously, say a car, you're moving koha no ma metro. What's just say the school no amount car that will be the Afro Metro free.
The school gave you a card for you to take your bus or your metro for free.
Our ID card.
The school bus pass.
Yes, the ID card is able to access free metro from one point to another and all those things, even to Walmart, to town. You just have to know the route and then you meet it up and go. They go up and down, but you realize apart from the mobility, the Bema, you bet me their boy Juma Kakra, they are supporting your rent and your marketing kitty.
Okay. Would you say that having a driving skill before coming to the US also helped you to do some of the things you're doing? Because without a driving skill, I can imagine.
Hey, Choco, it is Papa. It is Papa. Now, as part of my plan, maybe Miami international license now. Because there can the game plan you take it, the be here. The car we drove like 3 hours to pick it up because it was a good deal.
It was a good deal.
It was a good deal because not deal any around, Nani boarding kakra. Nti me ne me colleague bi drive 3 hours in 3 hours out to go and pick this car. And you drew on I was saying fast car no funny car no the call.
Yeah.
Nti nka me nim driving and ke be dey.
The bed then.
Exactly. So e ho na was say ja. And for a very long time, to say 2 months, yeah. This car I had it like just is a week now. Okay. And for say roughly 2 months, and I said, "Me tree car that, me tree car that." Me tena mu no ho. I said, me drew heaven.
So the driver's license is a big deal. In fact, this morning, I spoke with somebody, a nurse from Ghana, who got a very good job here in Canada. That she was so excited about. The first question they asked her was, "Do you have a car and a driver's license here in Canada?" And she said no. Right away, they turned the job and said, "No, we can't give you the job."
No,
so I can't overemphasize the importance of driver's license.
It is.
Don't wait for your visa. Make sure you know how to drive, especially if you're coming to Canada and USA. So these things.
It is. You know why? When I came, and then you need to get a job to get your social security, and so we had to get campus jobs, and some of the campus jobs require that you have a license, and those rates were better than other jobs. And at that time, I wasn't having my license with me, so it was like you can't apply for those jobs. So it's a big deal. It will set you apart and gives you more opportunity. Okay.
All right.
So it's very important. Very, very important.
Thank you very much, madam. Madam, I'm in my mid-30s. What about you? Are you in your 20s, your 30s, your 40s?
Hey, this question of age.
Don't mention it specifically. Just give us the range.
I understand. I'm almost in my mid-30s.
You're almost in your mid-30s.
Yeah. So the thing is, when I came here, that is a very good case. In fact, Oba Hanoma, Choco, who said, Charlie, your system, the African system, I can't show.
What do you mean? Say that in English so that other people can also get you in, yeah?
Like the African system, it suppresses us. Okay. When you get here, these are kids. Like kids doing things as if they are if look, I came here seeing people in doing their masters. And they are like, some are even doing their PhDs in their 20s, early 20s. Okay. Back in Ghana or back in Africa, I'm sure if you are in 20s, you will still be sitting with your parents. I mean, even when you have to go and do your attachment and you need to even travel, your parents will tell you, Master, now I remember even when going to the uni, you want to move across different region, and it's like, oh, that be it was all in China school. So they are really exposed in their young age. And when you see some are doing their PhD, some young people are owning cars. Okay, it's the list of the things they think about. So when I got there, actually in my age, and then I remember one guy, he picked in fact, he was guiding us in our orientation processes. So he picked the, how do you call it, my passport. Then he opened it. Then he started laughing.
Why was he laughing?
Then I was like, what? Why are you laughing? Then he was like, my age. Am I doing PhD? Then I said, no. I'm doing masters. He's like, do you have funding? And I said, no. I said, man, how many years of experience? Then I said, no, you should get a funding. See. Like, he's surprised. The age, and I'm now doing my masters. So me to her, me say, hey, I say Africa, they just hold 30 something one son now what me so your masters. So now so you see that kind of difference. There is that gap. Into beba no Africa for be brain e wa ha no kakra bi na ye omo free school munya BSc owie ya obeto aso.
Okay.
Most of them are grown, married people here.
I
Baba
see.
Hanuma, it's something else.
Okay.
So it's something there.
All right.
It's something.
Let's get to know you a little bit more. You are in your approaching your mid-30s. You are from Ghana. So my understanding is that you are a mine worker. Describe the nature of your job. Before that, how many years of working in the mines?
I'm working in the mines.
How many years?
Okay, 10 years old.
Almost 10 years.
Yes, almost 10 years.
Okay. And what can you tell us some of the duties or the things you do, the nature of your work?
Okay, so the mining as usual, mostly in Ghana is gold mining. So we handle projects, but na me a subcontractor. You deliver services ma mines, So you call almost site, and already you just say always a mining environment. They're very harsh. But this is like a legal mine.
Legal mining, not galamsey. We're not doing illegal mining.
Yeah,
We're doing the
right there.
legit one.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
They're stressful. You move away from family and friends. Ni project. So pressure. And Jumano so no nenye hankwa na ne ye no. Ye nenye Ghana nkwa nti ne ye no other places near other countries.
So what was your job was taking you out of Ghana?
Exactly.
What are some of the countries you've been through as a miner?
Oh, Mako, Cote d'Ivoire, Burkina, Mako Mali, Mako Mauritania, Mako South Africa. So yeah.
So these were all trips financed by your mining company that you're working for?
Exactly.
Okay. And what was the position, if you don't mind, even if you don't want to mention the specific position, which department would you say you are?
Oh, okay. Now me field. Me was field. I mean was field. Team fans say me field engineer. Me canning.
Field engineer.
Me canning.
Field engineer. Okay. You were field engineer for almost 10 years.
Hint na me jina mu of field. Me office person. But
so you were not an office worker. You were mostly on the field. Does it mean being on the field means underground?
Oh, ni era daddy nyina koye adwuma ho. And open cut so ni gyina mu. Nti because see a client no so underground na was here call deliver service bia e was here wura mu.
You have to go underground to deliver some services.
Oh, no.
Okay, madam, tell me, what exactly are you delivering? Is it pizza? Are you delivering pizza to the clients down there underground, or what? What the nature of your job? Like, I just want to know what are some of the things you are delivering?
You develop mining services. For the purpose of unity, main can details, but the near
you tell the details, okay? But just give me.
But the near it
was scary, yeah. Your job was scary.
Because even underground and kasana kra no wura na okra no onye dadi ni na okoye inspection keke kra na bibia timisi na imagine so dey ukọ talimu ade aye service bi so ama client no but na to okay for the sake of the content nti menka
okay
it was security implications kakra
okay
but
for the sake of the because of the nature of the job, there are some things you will say about the nature of a job. We understand that. Yeah. Okay. We'll leave it there. Let's leave it there. Now, was there any moment that you had a near-death experience or something close as you were going down there to deliver your services as a mine worker? Because we hear stories a lot, people getting trapped, this happening. Did you live around stuff like this, or your 9-10 years of working there was smooth?
Oh, smooth. Yeah, can you say? Maybe I'm one. International company. almost the safety, almost any agro.
You work with an international company, so safety
Yes.
was one of the things that they really enforced.
Exactly.
Okay,
So
mhm.
but then what's the stories? Ibu okra stories ni bo how client no enenya sa incidents no.
Oh, you had stories of your clients having all kind of tragic incidents here.
The news ni there ube TB ube nti bebre even
Okay.
cry ya yankasa industry na cry na ye wo mu no cry no anya hwe cry mpo no se Ghana cry galamsey bubu ni nyina ye incident we were hearing. And that was the industry I find myself. Apiate incident I said related to mine and this no no 10 years no. It looks scary. Especially underground the crowd yet. Not that be me pie ba na mercy cross.
Wow. Wait. Anytime you went underground to deliver services to your clients and you came out, you always had to do the sign of the cross.
Yeah.
Why? That you are alive.
Exactly.
God took you there and brought you out safely.
Exactly. Because we trust and hope that the measures there no are good, but upieba in Crawford with the same mindset, but they never come back.
Okay.
Nti unya sa akwanya ni pieba ni jenko and the relief you get after moving all your PPEs, like your equipment from crown for you get fresh air and no cry a sigh of relief.
I got you.
So,
Madam, as a mine worker, working for almost 10 years, field engineer, you probably will be considered as highly paid. Or you guys were you guys paid in dollars? Because we understand that some of you guys are paid in dollars.
my workers one day, my workers union for until all my idea kaka. My idea because a band is sad my idea. And looking at the way Ghana is going, I think mining is one of the best industry to work with.
Okay.
What the company my also there.
Okay, so
I think say bad.
So mining treated you pretty good if you compare to the average life.
Oh yes.
Okay.
Oh yes. I did make because your colleagues be are more different as you can see. Say it wasn't bad. Imagine campaign now woman they too quite a call on where 40 and your bad sir. But
yes.
Choco, Nina Chino, ya jackpa.
So upon all of this, you still jackpot. So the dollars way they give you for the way you no good give you, or why you jackpot? Because that's your job way you get where you take still jackpot. And me, like I get that just sometimes, and now like I would have probably anyway. Hey, Charlie, your jackpot motive, we have to explore it and investigate it. Don't be so. We'll be seeing all the mine workers also following you and say they are going to do the same thing. We'll talk more of that. We'll talk more about that. Are you single, married, a celibate for God, or celibate for cultural practice, whichever one? Which one are you?
I'm married.
Married with kids or no kids?
2 kids.
With kids.
Yeah.
All right. And are you in the US with your family, or your family is back home?
No, for now I'm alone. My family is back home, so plans are underway to bring them here.
Okay.
At the right time.
Plans are underway. Okay. Your game plans are underway.
Yeah, exactly.
What made you decide that you want to travel abroad?
So yeah, what happened was that I realized that there was no clear vision for the future. So imagine doing the same thing for 10 years, almost, and you still feel like the value on you, the value in your capabilities is not guaranteeing you any better future. Okay. So, we share the on my corner. Now, me projecting in the future, I was like, I'm gonna spend my savings whilst I'm young and be poor in the future. Because whatever you are getting out of the work is being consumed by the system. Until at the end of the day, there are two things. It's either you adjust your standard of living, reduce it so you can make savings, or you continue to stay in your comfort way of life, okay, in your comfort way of life or living, and finish your savings. So, what struck me was this: imagine after working for this number of years, for 10 years, and you live in a country where you should rather be progressing, but the system is making it uncomfortable for you to live, then indirectly you are growing poor each day. If you work for this number of years, and at the end of the day, upon all your hard work and effort, you still have to adjust your standard of living to meet the system, my brother, you are growing poor.
Hmm.
So I realized that if I go underground, go and get the money, come, where I for think twice when I they can move my car, say the fuel, how much I go feel for the week. So I for restrict my movement. If I
Hmm.
don't go enjoy, I for
Hmm.
restrict them because fuel prices are high. Before, because I go day traffic cry. Massa,
Hmm.
I'm growing poor. You dey bab.
Hmm.
So when I sit down and do all these analysis, I realize that if I really want to enjoy my comfortable life, I have to spend on my savings.
I see.
So I need an environment that I can live comfortably, have a better system, and where my value as an engineer will be matched up with my income.
With your
Then I
income.
decided, exactly, I
Okay.
decided to move.
And if you were to be in the same position, doing the same thing you're doing, say in a country like, say, the US where you are, will your earning be significantly different, or would that be a bit a difference?
Hey, Choco! Hey, Choco! Choco, it will be crazy. It will be crazy. So imagine if you are in Ghana and you are a mine worker and you are on top of Ghana. So imagine being outside as a mine worker. I mean, you can Google even a freshman as a miner, freshman salary outside. You cannot say somebody here as a freshman is even taking 1/10 of it.
I see.
so, so the gap is too wide. Yet, yet I tell you, the effort we put into work, in fact, we put in even more effort. A job that will be done by two people. Here in Ghana, it is done by one person. Master, if you can't do it, make you vamoose. Someone is knocking
Mm.
at the door. So
Okay.
you will do it. So you realize that most people have noticed have the value. They, but the system is making them look as if they don't have value. And just
Mm.
in 2 months here, just in 2 months, Choku, I can confidently tell you that the value that I have seen that I have seen that I have surpasses everything. Surpasses everything. So you might be enjoying there, yes, of course, but trust me, when you relocate, the perspective is different.
Mm.
You realize that you are actually, you have actually lost a lot when you come. You feel like you have actually wasted time being there, getting the menial. And that is one thing about being a mine worker. What happens is that you are teased with these dollar rates. You become on top of the grading system, like salary system. So you feel comfortable, you feel in your comfort zone. Okay. So it makes you feel okay. You feel it makes you, sometimes I say it makes you myopic.
Mm-hmm.
You do not see the bigger picture, what you can actually get.
Mm-hmm.
So it blocks your vision.
Mm.
The good thing that helped me, I think I would have been in the same situation. But the good thing that helped me was that I was able to, fortunately, I got exposed to an international job at my early career.
Okay.
So I was exposed to better things, good offers before I landed in this job. Even when I landed in my job, it wasn't the best offer, but I had seen a better offer, in fact, before. So I had a good taste to get bigger things because I have seen it before.
Mm.
So it makes me see that if I had spent this number of years even building myself to this level, I should rather be seeing that biggest thing far more than what I initially see in my career. But it wasn't happening like that.
I
So
see.
then I realized I'm just whiling away time
Okay.
for nothing.
All right. Would you say that you were living comfortably in Ghana or you were a borderline worker? Let me rephrase that. Somebody would say, you know what, buddy, I was doing fine. I'm a man worker. I was making good money. I could afford my kids' school fees. They go to better school. My husband is not doing bad. We're okay. We have some good savings. We have cars. We have our own house. Somebody will also say that maybe I'm borderline. Charlie, hand to mouth, man. We're just hanging in there. Somebody will say I was really, really stretched down there. Nothing was working. Which one would you put yourself?
Hey, Choco, I will put myself, I was comfortable.
Mm.
I was comfortable. I'm telling you. So I want to motivate people. Okay. When I decided to move, in fact, in Crawfordia, when people hear it, they are like, you are crazy. Okay, you are crazy. You are crazy. You are working. The work is good. It's taking you to travel. Master, there now pay. Some even thought that you are greedy. Okay. But I say you have to be, you have to have vision. There is no problem dreaming big. Dream big. When you dream big and you work towards it, ebefa.
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 Ebefa. It go hook, it go work. Ebefa. Ebefa means it will definitely work. If you work towards it, it will definitely work. Thank you so much there. So let me take this one right here from Richard Osei to Chelsea. I'm in a similar situation, bro. I'm a driller here in Ghana, and what she's saying is true, meaning really, really true. This is from somebody who works as a driller in Ghana, most likely in the mining industry as well. BJ Sally, your location either limits you or exposes you to bigger things. So 2 months in there, and you're already feeling that you're realizing the value, not because you got a bigger offer already, but because you're beginning to feel that the environment there, is it a sense that you are getting that the environment you find yourself now actually has a lot more to offer you in terms of realizing your value, your dreams? Is that what you're feeling? Mm.
Hey, Choco. The way the me feel is a no. I me say I'm on fire.
You're on fire?
Me camera.
You
I'm
think we
on
should call the
fire.
fire services to be on standby just in case your fire is too
Me
much?
say
Mm-hmm.
Udum crying quench.
Mm.
Udum crying quench. Because you're so a driller, no. So, Okona Ejuman, dear homo but say nipa no catch on. Ebi kura make us say ebia Unicron call you. Ebia Unicron call you. But say of finding itself here. Me come ni sika wentimi. But the environment you find yourself, I like that. Elemental. Elemental. In your thinking, in everything that you do. So that is why I told you I'm on fire. Coming here, no, it has given me different perspective. Now I see things differently. Me say me catch you say me wa Ghana mkwaji loan. I feel na me slow loan. Loan so chere me na me bu yefu.
Because you took a loan in Ghana, you became very afraid of loan because of what the interest rate and the way the haircut policy balloon your loan value and all of that.
Exactly.
So you became afraid of loans.
But coming here, Choco, if I hear of a loan, I will run for it. I will go for it because of the perspective, the environment. You get different mindset about things.
Okay. All right. Madam, so you came in what, as a student? Or as a worker or green card? Which one?
Choco, the attorney say, who Ghana? Now person dey adwuma etu kwan. To be sincere with you, it's difficult.
If you're in Ghana and you want to travel with work visa, it's difficult.
It's very difficult. It's very difficult. But people are getting it anyway. But it's a handful. It's a handful. And the competition on it is high because assuming a company is in US and has floated a position looking for an international job, you are not the only one searching for it from Ghana. Indians are there. Like everybody is there. In fact, if it's a job is in US, Canadian people are also there looking for that same job. So it becomes very competitive. You have to be so exceptional to get those jobs. And for them to even decide to sponsor you is difficult. And that was my initial plan, thinking I've gained enough experience and expertise so I can use job to travel. So it wasn't easy. So I decided to use school.
Okay.
And it's one of the easiest ways to travel or relocate.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much. Mavis Domingo thinks that we should call the fire services for you because there is too much fire around you or inside you. We should call the fire services to be on standby.
It will not even quench. And do.
I see. So, all right. Now, the first time you decided, obviously, you've traveled to a couple of other countries thanks to the job you had back in Ghana. When you decided to make this thing really work, relocating through school and stuff like that, which countries came into your mind?
Hey, country, no. Me say first country, and near Canada. The first country was Canada. And then Canada, my just say Canada home. Hey! But the drop planning in my Canada. And I wasn't getting it. My drop plan, tin. Now, yes, I say my dream cry and such a commission video, sir. No, me wa Canada. Me say, hey, Canada. But you see, me try and emfa. But the school no, me try and emfa. For school now, na me say, oh, any try visitor. Thank you, Roma. Near Pebble, ya the school na ashes ye benya. For me try visiting, no, me refuse me. No, me refuse me. I feel the nice a case now you.
What's the case like you? So let me just explain what she just said. So I asked her whether she had countries on her mind, and she said yes, Canada was the number one country. And what even made it more serious for her to consider Canada was because of my videos. Because anytime she watched my videos, you know, she gets this kind of fire in her or goosebumps. She just want to come to Canada. So she had a whole master plan drawn from Canada. You know, she's a skilled worker in the mine, so she tried Canada. It wasn't working. She decided to use a schooling route. Things were not clicking. And then she said, okay, let me try visitor's visa. After all, agents are saying visitor's visa for Canada, right? So let me try. She tried that one to bounce, refuse her. Nothing was working. Okay, continue. So Canada wasn't working, and what next?
So
What your plan? According to your plan, Madam Mindwell.
yeah. Mm-hmm. So telling that my friends, it be my colleagues, they were in US. They were like, oh, try US. And within me, I knew when I try US, I will get it. Because I have been here before. Yes, within me, I know when I try US, I wouldn't have much issue with visa. Mm-hmm. Because I have been in the country before. Okay.
You've been to the US before on a visit or work?
Yes, it was business.
Business, okay.
Visit. So that was my first company that took me for training. It was one week training. But then they gave me 5 years.
Okay.
But the moment, that is also another story to tell someday. I lost that visa. Mm-hmm. The whole 5 years visa, I lost my passport and everything in Ghana. So I couldn't even get a chance.
Passport with a visa.
I lost everything. I couldn't get a chance to even come in again. And at that point, even when I was traveling out of US, I have so many people, both family and friends, telling me, don't go, stay, hide.
Disappear.
Become
undocumented.
Exactly. But then, Choco, I knew what I had in me. I knew no matter, because it was a temporary kind of work, okay? So, but I knew within me what I have, what I'm capable of doing. And I knew even if I come back, I can still get a chance to enter. So I didn't want to spoil that record. So I came back. And then the moment I came back, the job ended. I didn't get a job. So I wanted to go back into US with school. That was around 2015 thereabout. But unfortunately, or fortunately, I don't know whether I should say fortunately or unfortunately, but then I lost the visa. I wanted to enter again, and this time on a visitor trip, get a school and stay in. Mm-hmm. Then I lost the visa. Then case closed. You lost the visa. That had everything. I was trying to write GRA, long process. Then I lost everything. So then I had my 10 years job. Then school matter, I mean, closed.
Okay, school. Your plans for going to school, you put it on hold because you had a better another job, which you worked for almost 10 years. Exactly. When you lost your passport, which had your visa and stuff in there, did you ever find it or you never found it?
I never found it. In fact, I wrote letters, I wrote emails to the US Embassy. I booked an appointment, went there, asked them, told them that I've lost my visa, I'm coming for it again. Then they told me, if you think you need it again, just apply for it. And then I realized that me, if I'm to apply it, if you move the company away from me, I'm nobody. So I would not even apply. Okay. So I never applied for it. So I never got it back.
Okay. So you got back to your job, your new job, and you were working there. So when did this the fire come back again for you to revisit the travel thing? When?
Yeah. So when I think 2 years ago, I was
2 years ago.
Yes, 2 years ago, I was like, hey, I don't want to I don't want to be in a company and be celebrated 10 years, because it was like um staying for 10 years, and then it's like you don't see any much progress. So you don't want to even have that record personally. So that became my target. 10 years should not. No. So I started mapping up the strategy 2 years ago, so that I will not hit the 10 years before. Because the more you wait, that is one thing. The more you wait and delay till frustration sets in, it becomes even more difficult to do anything, to even execute your plans, because you feel pressurized, you feel under pressure to get something going. You don't give God time to even work for you. You want to rush God through your plans. So I gave that time. I decided to start early and work on it.
Okay.
So 2 years, then I mounted the strategy.
And
And that 2 year strategy
Mm-hmm.
was the Canada strategy.
Okay.
But it wasn't working.
Wasn't working. So you had to change it, the gear
I
to
changed to US strategy.
Okay, anyway. So I hope you guys are getting a lot of value from this. She's a skilled worker, tried all those ways to Canada, it didn't work, and she changed the strategy to a different country, USA, and eventually it worked. She got it. She's in the US right now. She had to use school. So all I'm saying is there may be some of you need some flexibility with your plans, right? If all of your plan is Canada job, Canada job, Canada job, you're going to get it and you're not getting it. And thankfully, a fake agent has not also chopped your money with a fake job. Maybe you can start making a bit of adjustment to your plan. Am I able to come to school if I have a secondary school education? Am I able to change and go this? Or even if me, myself, I'm not educated enough to come to Canada or USA or UK or Germany or Spain or Latvia or Austria or Iceland or Czech Republic, can my spouse, if I'm married, come? That is if you and your spouse are on the same page, right? Maybe sometimes your spouse may be the one who could be qualified to come for the school so that you can come in and work. Sometimes you need a little bit of adjustment. You can tell that she actually had this intuition in her that she's worth more than she's actually receiving now, or the value of her. She knows her value. You can tell this woman she knows her value, right? And she's been exposed. She's seen international work. She's seen how good it can be. So there was no way she was going to settle for less. You keep her there for 10 years, you'll still move, right? Skilled workers watching me, some of you in the Express Entry pool right now, waiting for an ITA invitation to apply. So you can come to Canada as, whilst you're waiting, if your points are not getting there, provincial nomination is not working for you, and you've been waiting for almost a year, maybe you should activate a schooling route. Maybe the colleges or the university can just work 1 year and you could be here in 3, 4, 5 months, right? If Canada is also not working, now Canada has a neighbor called United States. US might just work. She was refused admissions to Canada. Even a Canada visitor's visa, where mine worker, that one too, they were refusing her. But this woman had another plan and it worked for her. So, okay, you applied for school and you came. Let's talk. What program, even if you don't want to mention the name of the school and the program, can you tell us which state you are in right now?
Okay, so currently I'm in Michigan.
Michigan, okay. So that means you're closer to what? Detroit.
Yeah.
Very, very close. Peter Bewa, I have a brother called Peter Bewa. He's in Windsor, just by the Detroit River. So I probably would talk to him so that he can stand on the other side of the border and say hello to you. Stand on the American side. You guys can do hello to each other. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Okay.
So Detroit was where we picked the car, like I told you.
Wow, you picked the car in Detroit, actually.
Yeah.
Picked the car in Detroit. I see. I see. Yeah. All right. Now, so when you got there, is this for a master's, a bachelor's, a college? Which level of education are you doing right now?
Oh, master's.
Master's. 1 year or 2 years?
2 years.
Okay. Is there a STEM program, like science-related program, or something else?
Yeah, it's a STEM program.
The STEM program. Did you get scholarship, or you didn't get scholarship?
Minya, no scholarship or no funding.
So you came with your own financing. You proved to the embassy that you finance your own thing.
Yes. As at that time,
Mm-hmm.
I had not even gotten the loan that I was talking about. So I had to prove that I was coming to fend for myself.
Okay, we'll talk about the loan later on. Okay, now take us through the visa application for your US visa to come and study. Did you try once or multiple times?
Oh, for me, I was fortunate. I tried once, but the thing is that, like I said, I mounted a strategy which I was working with timelines. So fortunately, I was able to secure my I-20 as early as possible. So I used that to book for the visa, get a date. So I was fortunate to get a date that was within the date I will be starting. So there wasn't any pressure on me to be searching for dates, which I knew colleagues and people who were struggling to get dates for the appointment.
Okay.
So I didn't have to even travel to the Côte d'Ivoire and then Burkina's now.
You didn't have to go outside of Ghana
No,
to find an appointment date in a nearby country.
not at all.
Ghana.
Not at all.
Okay, beautiful. Now, your interview, your US visa interview, is there any highlight or anything you'd like us to know? How did it go?
It was interesting because, it's the story you carry, okay? The story you carry for the interview. And to be sincere, it's like less than 5 minutes or 3 minutes interview. So you have to prepare, know the why the US, like the usual standard questions of why US, why this school, why this program, and ultimately who is funding you questions. Okay. But you see, I had already there's already that perception on a mining worker, which could be wrong. In fact, could be very wrong.
What's the perception?
There is that general perception that if you are working in the mines, you are highly paid, you have a lot of money. Okay. There are a lot of services in the mining industry, okay, that are not being paid well as people are perceiving they are paid. But of course, they have the right for that perception because when you compare with the standards in Ghana, obviously, someone in the mines as a security may even be receiving far better than probably someone in the banking sector or something like that. So yes, they have the perception. But even when you look at the mining industry itself, you realize that that is why these mine workers and labor laws are there fighting for their workers to get a better service.
Okay.
So there is that perception. But you see, the good thing for me was that they were all part of my strategy. Okay. So I realized that perception, if I continue to stay here, will eat me up. Because Ghanaians will think you are rich, moving up and down, going left and right. You get it? So there is that thing. But if you need help, it becomes difficult for people to even help you because they think you already have money, so you don't need help. So it's like if you don't take care, you find ourselves as an island. We are seen to be rich, so we don't need help.
I see.
But we are equally struggling.
I see.
So that perception is there.
Okay. So take us through the interview process. You said the perception was something that, on a positive side, helped you achieve your strategy. Now, your interview, how did it go? How many questions were you asked?
Exactly. I was asked, in fact, because I had traveled in there, which was an added advantage for me, I leveraged on that. Okay. So questions like why US? And then I was like, I mean, basically because of the program, that is why I'm choosing the school. And then um, the diversity that I experienced during my visit. So I tried to link it up. Okay. So then it was like, okay, so what happened to you? We've seen that you've been issued a visa before. So what happened to it? Then I explained it got lost, but I reported it to the um, embassy, criminal and fraudulent department, but I didn't get it back. So okay. Then the question that was very critical was the funding, because I never had funding. It was self-financing.
You didn't have scholarship.
I
You
didn't
paid
have
your own way.
scholarship, nothing. So I went there with my bank statement, and then so I had to leverage on the work that I'm doing. I mean, everybody thinks minors are rich, right? Yeah. So I leveraged on it. I placed myself on the international market payroll and talked to the visa officer. Hey, I'm a field engineer. I work in this industry. I have this 10 years of experience. My work has taken me outside as an expert. This is my salary. I have a family. My husband is doing this job. So I placed myself at that level.
International level.
International level.
This is what we call packaging.
Exactly. I
Even if you are
packaged
broke in the
myself.
pocket, international level, you're looking
I
good.
tell you. Then you know the next question, Choco, imagine. Then he was like, looking at your experience, what makes you think when you come back your company can pay you to take
Wow.
up a role? Then I was like, it's not about the money. It's about the value that program I'm going to do will add to myself.
Wow.
Currently, I'm a field engineer. I'm looking forward to take up managerial role. And that is the value this program will add to myself, not the money.
Smart woman. Smart woman. Afa.
Then the next question was, when is your school starting? Make sure to enter the country before this date.
Then you know that the thing has worked.
Afa.
Afa. It is so. Oh, sir. It is so.
Afa.
Make sure you enter the country means that it's been approved. You know, when they tell you, make sure you enter the country, this time it's Afa. Afa. He has connected, man. I think don't Google.
So
it is so.
packaging, Choco. Packaging. Package yourself. Put a value on yourself, Choco. Put a value. Hey, the little things we are doing, we think say it's something. And when you come here, it's valued. Choco. It's value. It's too much. The things are like, yeah, we do. That Ghana Hanum, they don't appreciate. When you come here, it's like a gold. They value people, they value things. And if you package yourself very well, you can go far.
Amen. Thank you. Let me just read this comment here from Arab Teachers. Damn, this woman is very smart. Anybody listening to her speak will definitely grant her permission. Charlie, it means that the way you are fired, if you go to any embassy, they are supposed to be Canada embassy who was proving stubborn to you. But even them, they will be. Now, Canada visa refused you, visitor visa, even schools were not working. Now that you are in the US, you probably know it is one of the countries you can easily get your visa to if you're in the US. Are you considering trying? You've just been here for 2 months. Are you considering applying for a visitor's visa or something else to visit Canada?
Choco, and how How?
Choco,
I
don't worry
told you.
yourself.
I told you I was obsessed with Canada. And you see, the next shame cry and say, Canada, why Canada, why is Canada stressing me? I will not give up. Like, oh boy, Metiwedi. So I was bent on getting it to prove that, oh, by hook, like whatever it will take, I need to get this thing down.
Uh-huh.
It can't come and worry me like that.
Uh-huh.
So I landed in 1 week. Then I reapplied.
1 week of arriving in USA, you reapply for a Canada visa?
I reapplied. I just couldn't think like how, because I submitted all my documents, but they only, I went for my GCMC or something, that note, AIP note.
Yeah, ATIP note, ATIP. And then
Yeah,
your GTM, you
ATIP
requested
note.
for it, okay?
I requested for it. Was in Ghana. And my issue was that they couldn't open my bank statement or something like that. I think
They said they couldn't open your bank statement.
They couldn't access it. They couldn't
access it. But the officer could have just probably written to you and asked you.
That was my. So I said, and if they had even opened it, there was enough money in for just a visit trip. It was just a 1 week trip I requested. And I submitted all my documents and all stuff. So when I came back, I said, no, this it can't. It can't. No, how? How? So 1 week I filed, and fortunately I had done my biometrics and all that. So latest by 2 weeks, then they asked me to bring my passport. So
Say
I
that again.
just
1 week of arrival in US, you apply for your Canada visa again, and 2 weeks later,
and within 2 weeks,
they asked you to
they
bring
took
your what?
decision. They took
Your
a decision
passport?
on my yes. I should submit my passport. Then I submitted it.
So do you have your passport back, or are you still with it?
Oh, they have returned it. Choco, I cried.
You cried?
I cried.
Why did you cry? Because your that boy you are loving and the boy doesn't want you. Finally, the boy has said okay. Canada has said okay. Canada has obeyed.
Canada has obeyed. Canada has obeyed. And Choco, I was like, what has changed in the 1 month? Is it not the same me? What has changed? The only change factor here is location.
Location determines determination.
Look, I tell you, location. Because I had all my details in there. So the application for the second one was much easy. Copy and paste matter.
Copy and paste.
So what has changed? So now that I just flew, the only thing that changed is I took a plane and then I landed. Now they see me that when I go to Canada, I will return. Just because I'm like, Choco, it is serious matter. That country, if you don't change the environment, trust me, there are some blessings you may not get. Location is very important. When I received the Canada visa, I cried. Because this is a country I have been obsessed with this from the uni. And here I am with the visa. And the thing is that when you receive it, when you even receive everything, you realize you don't even need it.
Oh.
You don't even need it. And they give you 10 years, 2030.
10 years Canada visa.
Yes, 2030.
After they stress you.
After they stressed me.
Let me ask this question. On your second application or subsequent application that you did, the recent one from the US, your bank statement, how much did you have in it?
Oh, Choco. Choco, that time, no crampono. I think I had $2,000. But the thing was that I didn't even need it. The TNSA, the requirements, the requirements for the actual documents they needed was your visa, US visa, your I-20 showing that you are in school.
You're in school. Okay. For those who don't know this, you can confirm from your friends who may have applied for Canadian visa or visitor visa from the United States. So my understanding is that when it comes to the proof of funds section, it's optional. It's not compulsory. So
it's optional.
Many people actually apply for Canadian visa from US without adding a bank statement at all, and they still get their visas approved.
Yeah.
If you don't understand, if you don't believe this is ever possible, just change your location. Especially if you are in a country where it's hard to get a US visa. Sorry, get a Canada visa. Just change your location and come to a neighboring country like, USA and see whether they will ask you for proof of funds as a mandatory document.
You don't need it.
It's serious. I've seen people, in fact, I have somebody very, very close who applied and didn't add a bank statement. So I asked the person, did you upload your bank statement? He said, no, it wasn't a requirement. It wasn't a requirement. I said, what do you mean? You didn't add bank statement? He said, no. And they approved. He said, yes. I said, how? I had to tell him to send me a screenshot of the application for me to see, how is that? I can't imagine applying from Ghana and then Canada will give me that option of optional, like bank statement. It's a big deal. You know what I mean? Yeah, we have to prove so many things: proof of funds, proof of home ties, proof of that, proof of your grandfather's, beard, proof of your ancestral fecal matter. Be small thing. We have to prove just to get a visa. It's not easy. So you got it. Congratulations. Thanks. 2 months. You got a car already. You started life here in a new country, and you also have your first victory on your first love, Canada.
I tell you.
Knockout, Canada knockout. Knockout.
But after getting this visa, these 2 visas, I told myself, now the world is in my hands.
The world is in my hands. In fact, Schengen visa is going to be even easier.
Oh, and I have been to Schengen
you can
before.
Apply, you get them easily.
And I have been to Schengen, so it's even on the last on the item.
The last on the listing.
Is the last.
I bet North Korea too in visa day we go take.
Oh, I go think about them. No, Joko, the thing be say, see, traveling, it not be just for fun. Somebody taught me this, and it did my head like something. Traveling, it not be just for fun. Traveling also be personal investment. Okay, it be personal investment. So as you travel more, you expand your chances of getting visas to travel in any other country. So it be personal investment. So in this case, if I invest, I'm not going to invest in Korea for now.
Yeah, I bet your Korea will get to South and North. So before be specific.
I think both for now. Both.
We only buy their car and drive their car for now, right?
You see that too.
I hear. So funny, madam. But you see how about as you can right now. Passport at some point to be now US Canada passport you go collect the passport for you.
Hey. Choco, this question there it will be obvious.
No, it doesn't have to be obvious. So maybe who knows?
Choco, see you, me at the Ghana, I live my comfortable life. Where even that one, I japa. You think say I japa come do what?
To go on the Detroit River.
Come there here. And then what?
Oh my
Drop that paper. No. It be obvious. It be obvious. For the paper there we go J.
Yeah. Thank you.
You
will collect the paper at the right time.
Oh,
all right.
J,
now a quick one. So there could be a lot of people watching. Tag or send this video to your mining friends to watch. Let's see what they also think. They may probably confirm some of the things she's saying, or they may say, you know what, my situation is different from her. Whichever one is your case. Is this I know somebody would say you were just 2 months in the system, not too long enough to have enough experience to share. But given what you see so far around you, with your nose sniffing around here and there, would you tell somebody like the driller, the guy who is a driller, and people, if they get a chance, should they do what you're doing or what you did?
I would, in any day, all the time. Look, when I was in Ghana, one of my mantras was, Manfo left the country. Manfo left the country. Then it was just a normal mantra. So I spoke that for a very long time. Then I realized it's not just about saying it. It's about acting on it.
Mm.
And then I realized that, yes, another mantra came in. Your speed is determined by what is chasing you.
Your speed is determined by what is chasing you.
Exactly.
Mm.
And if you don't take care
Mm.
as a mine worker, nothing will chase you.
Mm-hmm.
So you will continue to live in your comfort zone.
Mm. I see.
It's time, and I would always in any day advise you.
Okay, comfort zone. Comfort zone, folks.
Yes,
It's your
move out
choice.
of your comfort zone.
Yeah.
Move out
Don't
of
come
your
here because
comfort
of this woman alone. When you're coming, make sure you want it for yourself. Maybe say, well, can you talk say you didn't find $4,000 to also buy a car, so you are going back home. You come and we don't find the money to buy ticket, give you to go back home. So do your thing according to your own plan. She had a plan, she followed through, and she was able to. Now, thankfully, even though you came with that scholarship to do your master's, you've been able to find a way out. You were able to get a loan. So my understanding was that initially you were looking at Empower loans, and then you ended up getting another one. If you don't mind, just tell us what you feel comfortable telling us, okay?
Yeah. So yes, I think the most common and the popular one has been the Empower.
Mm-hmm.
Fortunately or unfortunately, Empower did not. My school was not part of Empower, so there is this one which I will recommend to anybody. They have a seamless process. We call it 8B, Educational Investment. I recommend to anybody. African.
Can you mention the name again? Because there are so many people with pen and notebooks who are making notes. The others who are not watching, they are sleeping. They will come and ask questions later on. But if you don't mind, those who are watching and they want to take note, if you can mention the name again.
8B, Educational Investment. 8B.
How do you spell that?
It's 8, letter 8, like numeric 8.
Mm-hmm.
And then
number
the
8.
alpha, mm-hmm. Number 8, and then the alphabet B.
So 8.
B for boat.
8B. Okay.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Educational Investment. They have a seamless process. Yeah. They sponsor African students. And you don't need any guarantor.
You don't need any guarantor?
You don't need any guarantor.
Mm-hmm.
And it's real. It's true. Mm-hmm. When you start the process, you think, is it true? Is it a scam? It's true. Choco, they have paid my fees and then paid me my living expenses.
Mm-hmm.
So it's real.
Mm-hmm. Some of it where they take, even do some on the side to sort yourself out and bring in more living money. See,
yeah, it's real.
Not too much. The fire in you there, I can imagine 3-4 years from now, we need a serious fire service to cool you down.
Charlie.
I can't wait to see you here in Canada. You know?
Yeah, myself.
Yeah, for those who are wondering why she's not on video, because she decided to just be off camera for now. Not everybody wants their face to be on video, not because she's hiding from anyone. Some people are work in progress until the time is up and they want to put their face on social media. They will. And this is one of the comfort zones you can find when you are with Choco Millionaire, that I give you the privilege to choose if you want to be on camera or not. So don't be afraid if you want to share a story on here. I'll be more than happy to the anonymity and still have your story shared with your with whatever you want out there. All right. The most important thing is at the end of the day, people are learning, people are taking notes, people are making notes here and there. Thank you so much for sharing that with us. Is there anything you'd like to tell us that we haven't covered here? But before that, I know you also have you tried checking the systems there, the metros, how they work, the food bank, or places where people who need some help can go and grab food and stuff. Is there anything in the US that really shocked you or gave you a culture shock?
Choco, hey, me say like the things happening to me, the things happening to me, they are all shocking me. Okay, that in the space of two months, I said, me mpaeɛ a mebɔɔ yɛ nyinaa before I made setting off nyinaa bɛ nyinaa. ɛna obi kan asɛ oduru hanom a nyame tie wo mpaebɔ no ntɛntɛm.
Please, can you say this one in English so that my other people can
Like,
also understand?
Like when you come here, it's as if God listened to your prayers like with ease. Like you are so close to God that your prayers are answered. It's so amazing. Like let me tell you, 2 months setting off the things I have been able to get, the opportunities that has surfaced on me. I told you yesterday was exactly 1 month of moving out of Ghana. And there were so many things I was hoping that I get it. And when I look back in 2 years, it's like I have almost gotten everything. I said, I'm a prayer topic in Yasa.
Your prayer topic is almost done. You need
It's
a new
almost,
list.
it's like, it's
topic.
almost. It's almost. Choco, I came in. Okay, so when you come in, so Obama, like, you need to get a job for your SSN, those kind of things. And in Yebi, near the register your SSN and all those things. So at least it was a one step in the right direction, because but people like Ejuma, schooling, you can't do work and school and all that. So at least securing something to manage the rent and other things, was much easy.
Okay.
So I secured that,
Okay.
which was a good step in the right direction.
That's it.
Now I feel you say, saa pantry wa ha, what do I do kwa yɛbɛma wo aduane free. Hey, Allah.
The food banks, the food bank systems, they work well.
Banks.
They work.
Hey, Allah. Afei agya ne akɔgye bi. Yɛkɔ a ɛyɛ real so. Ɛyɛ real, ɛnyɛ ntorɔ. Ne akɔgye bi.
Open condom crowd even if you want condom, can give you condom.
Me say campus ha sanitary pad omo washrooms basket mu no
Your
man
campus, there is sanitary pads, there is a basket of this that free.
It is free. Take as much as you want. Me see me hu ye choco wa woni me so gu me bag mu. Me see me nko ho kran kwese se bio. Say it is free. Take as much as you want. Egu hu. Choco egu hu. Ubeko bia na egu ho. Yope bia.
So the system is working
24/7. Allah, me come chiro.
It is so. It is so. All right. Quick one there. I want to give you the opportunity to thank anyone that you think deserves some appreciation, or people that you want to show love to. If you don't want to mention anybody's name, that's also fine. But if you think there is somebody you want to appreciate, you can do that. Yeah.
Choco, there is this lady I want to thank nowadays.
You mean my personal nowadays? My personal.
Now,
behind me is nowadays. There will no more wars nowadays. Oh my goodness. Personal nowadays. Okay.
Nowadays, me share nowadays. Me share da.
You have never met nowadays?
No. But that lady has a good heart. Hey, or Jimmy D all of a sudden, like Just like that. Then I was wondering, Tia, on Crophobia say Ghana. Because it's hard to find such good people.
It's hard to find good people like nowadays.
It's hard. And my strength and everything is coming from her.
The strength is coming from nowadays.
Or encouraging me. Because imagine, my apply school I am fat. Na me cotton so I am fat.
Imagine me not getting the school admission and the visitor's visa was not working. And then eventually
it's my friend nowadays. And the encouragement has been my strength. Even as at now, she still encourages me. And she makes me feel it's doable. Can you imagine? You know, me what Ghana me apply for assistantship and everything. I mean, I may buy within 2 months. Many assistantship for spring.
You have already gotten an assistantship for spring, even though you came without funding. But something is already working for you.
I'm telling you.
Guys, it's money.
Masa,
steady and let them pay you. That's what she just said. They are now telling me to steady pay me.
Steady and we will pay you. Just steady, we will pay you. And you see, what crowned it that made me cry yesterday? What crowned it that made me cry yesterday was, can you imagine? As at now, I have been able to secure my summer internship. I have signed a contract with a company, which I have secured my summer internship.
And Madam, 2 months into US, you've already secured your spring funding assistantship. You've also secured a job for your internship next summer. Even though we are still in 2023, you are already cruising into 2024.
I have May 2024. Signed the contract now with the company, and when I saw the offer, I cried.
The offer made you cry?
I cried, and in fact, the whole of it came on Friday. Then it's like my whole weekend, and knowing that today and yesterday marked 2 months, I cried the whole day. I just couldn't help myself.
You're making me emotional.
I was counting my blessings.
My contract as a TA, and I saw the salary, I cried. The first time I saw it, I said, me we had a good job this, but I cried. $33 an hour as a TA.
Hey, and you see, when I look at it, even the TA shift, the offer they are giving me, they are Choco, me say do no crampo me be jai kra me be di me loan ni sika no kra, because my assistantship sika no kra betimi a survive. My assistantship sika no kra, I can survive on that.
Your assistantship money alone, you can even survive on that.
I can survive on that. Because the current job that I'm even doing on campus that I used to secure my SSN, it's not you can't compare that to the assistantship. These are the opportunities down there. And to think of it, hey, Choco, to think of it, the offer now, me was someone, Choco, make me the tia me loan no crama.
You can even use your internship contract that you signed, the money to even pay your loan off.
I'm telling you.
And you can rest assured there will be no haircuts, policy applied.
There is no, in fact, whatever they are even giving me to them, they are like, is even below the minimum wage, so you can even file tax returns. Hey, there are the messy.
I see. I'm so happy for you. I am so happy for you. 8B educational financing. Can Africans who are not yet in the US apply for it?
Yes, Choco. You don't need to be in US to be able to apply. I started my application whilst in Ghana. In fact, it was because I didn't hear it early. Okay. And then I hadn't secured the visa. The one who introduced me, was waiting for me to get the visa and then introduced me to that. So when I secured the visa, I said, hey, because my worry was like, Charlie, Where am I going to get the money? First payment, and they have installment payments plans and others. I said, look, you get it.
All
Then
right.
I started while I was in Ghana. And then I came here, continued through the processes.
Okay.
And
And then
then
the interest rate, okay.
yeah.
Mhm.
What happens is that you pay just the interest. Okay.
There's the
You pay
interest.
just the interest for the next 2 years. And then when you are done, they give you 6 months grace period. And then after the grace period, you pay the interest and the principal
Very interesting.
over 6 years.
And the interest, is it more than 20%?
No. It's 12.25. Fixed.
12.25%.
Yes, per annum, fixed. It
Wow.
doesn't move up or
Fixed.
down.
That's
It's fixed.
fixed.
And you pay just the interest while schooling. And
No
then
guarantee,
when you are
no need
done,
for a guarantee.
choco.
Mm.
The process is
When you mention my name,
seamless.
Choco, like that, and you oh.
Choco. They say the opportunities, it is wow, like, and they are real.
They're real.
And the thing is, all the encounters I've had with these people are, for instance, summer internship, and this graduate scholarship, Choco, they see the value in you. And it's like they are begging you to even stay. It's like they want you. It's like they need you. So their processes are quick and fast. Look, spring is January. Spring is January. Me say it will come in December. December whole. Only to just get it. Within 2 days of the lecturer meeting, when they see quality, they see.
They know how to recognize quality. The moment they saw you, they said,
Exactly.
no, this woman is fire.
Exactly.
So they approve you.
They approve for my assistantship. This same summer internship, just had an interview. And the same day, they discussed with me the offer, everything. And they are like, they are sending it through.
No kululu, no bribery.
No kululu, no bribery, like transparency. Then they brought it. And they are going to pay for my relocation. I cried.
You cried?
I cried.
Igobeta Republic.
Igobeta Republic.
When you see people who experience stuff like this and they cry, they're just grateful. They are grateful. You see how she's even showing gratitude to the people who are blessing me. She's full of gratitude in her heart. And someone like this, she naturally will attract good things. I know it because I'm an evidence, a living testimony of that. Yeah, we like this, we cry easily because we don't take things for granted. We don't take things for granted. Right?
The only time I have been crying in Ghana is when I'm fighting for something. I always fight.
When you are fighting for something.
Fighting for something, then I cry. Like I'm not
fighting
getting
against
it.
an injustice or fighting
exactly.
to get things done.
Then I cry.
When you cry.
But here, I cried.
But
for
you also cried the last time
blessing.
you were in a bus or something or in a car and you were watching my video and you cried.
Hey.
You remember that one?
I remember. I cried because you touched on mining.
You touched on mining. And the message hit you up, right?
It hit me. I cried. Then I said, hey, no, this can't happen to me. You were like those who are mining, they think they are being paid well, they are receiving some dollars. They are receiving some dollars, so they think it's okay. So such people, if you tell them they want to travel, they should travel. They don't want to travel. You know, be anybody way they want travel. I say, hey, for me, they want travel, Papa. The value that I see that we have Ghana is downplaying its youth. Ghana is downplaying and underutilizing their youth. Choco, when I mebaha
back to that Choco when you were
2 months, I have not added any skill to myself.
Mm.
In 2 months, I haven't added any skill here to myself. I'm just studying. But look at the opportunities. And these were skills I built in Ghana.
Sorry about that. There was an
Okay.
interruption. A call was coming through, so it was kind of affecting things a little bit. My apologies there. So these are skills you have acquired back home. You're saying something like that.
Yes, these are skills I have acquired from Ghana. But look at the value the country was placing on its people. But all of a sudden they get here and it changes. It tells you one thing. Ghana is downplaying and underutilizing its youth. And that is exactly what is happening. Trust me, the job and the summer I'm even going to do is not 1/10 of the skill I have gained from Ghana. It's like someone told me you work as you go and learn all the algorithm, the calculus, the differentiation, thinking you want to come and save the world, and then you come and then you are working with Excel sheets.
Hey, this is my sister. You're working with Excel sheets.
Excel sheets. That is exactly what is happening. But when they see, they value people, they value human beings, they value skill. And when they see it, they see it. And that is what is lacking.
We like that.
Back home.
The same Ghana Blaster, you see a very talented local player who makes about $300 maybe a month, or less than $200 a month. And then you see the same Blaster team, Thomas Partey, who makes £200,000 in a week.
Exactly.
And that's itself, same quality of player. What is the difference? Location. Exactly. Right, my sister, we could go on like this, like a sermon or a podcast, isn't it? Thank you so much for being with us. Is there anything you want to say that we haven't had a chance to talk about?
Thank you.
Is there anything else to say?
Yeah, I want to thank my family. It's been tough. At least they are not here. So obviously it's been tough. But as usual, if you are in a country where system works 24/7, no fears, you pray and it's like God is here. So all that I say is they should just hold on. The system will bring them here. And I love them so much.
God bless you. And she's married. She's got kids. She's got 2 kids as well. So anybody that was hoping that this smart woman full of fire will be single, too bad. Try. There are a lot of single women around you. Just be a good guy and you attract them, right? God bless you, my sister. I feel your spirit. I feel your fire. Remember, when you drive down to the Detroit River, just in Michigan where you are, let me know so I can tell my brother Peter Bewa to just stand across there and say hello to you there. And I know we're going to see each other soon, either in Canada or in the US. The world is yours. Take over and enjoy. And when we go back to Africa,
so much, Choco.
I hope that will make a difference when we return to the continent.
Thank you so much, Choco.
God bless you. Now, you just watched me interview this amazing woman with almost 10 years of experience working in the mines. She shared a story. It's a lengthy one. It's also a lengthy video. If you don't have the habit of watching my videos to the end, there's a likelihood you would have missed a lot of nuggets she shared there. But I hope somebody got some nuggets here, something that can probably improve on your application package or some of the strategizing that you've been putting together. And I hope at the end of the day, your spirit has also been uplifted as well. Remember, there is greatness in you, regardless of your background, where you are, what has happened, and whatever it is, there is greatness in you watching. If you would like to share your story on this platform, Chaka Millionaire's platform, just like this lady, I'd like to give you the opportunity to do that. You can come on live video, or you can choose to be anonymous as she did. We just want to hear your story to inspire. It doesn't matter where you are. In fact, I want to hear stories from people in Japan, people in South Korea, people in Malaysia, Singapore, people even in China. Those of you in the Middle East, I'd love to even interview some of you to hear your story. If you're in Europe as well, like if you're in South Africa or Mauritius, hey, share your story. We just want to say, what does it feel like? What is it like to be a traveling African, chasing your dream, so that at the end of the day, we can return to the continent and make the continent better? I'd like to hear your story. This is Chaka Millionaire truly. There is greatness in all of us. And remember, we don't need more money, even though money is beautiful. But we need more wisdom. Because with wisdom, we make more money and have peace. God bless you. Have a good day. Bye.